Alright, map makers, tell me if you've ever had this problem before. You have some sort of repeater line, or redstone line, not a repeater line, and you want to delay it, say, I don't know, 10 seconds for whatever reason. But you're limited to, whoops, this much space, say. And there's no way 10 seconds of delay is going to fit in here. In fact, this right here is only about 1.5 seconds. It's nowhere near 10 seconds. And you end up having to, you know, remove stuff and fiddle stuff around, and maybe even you have to scrap whatever it was because there wasn't enough room. You didn't have, you know, the repeater thingy was much too large for the area that you wanted it in. Well, guess what? I invented a little compact repeater thingy. I call it the Endermite Repeater. You'll soon see why. But you can set it to basically whatever delay you want, and it's super compact. So let's get to building it. Don't do this stuff. This is right here. This is the this is just a reference thing. So that's the green stained clay is the input, pink stained clay is the output. So this is the actual deal. There's the input. So to build this really complicated contraption, it's not that complicated. You put a command block here, right next to the input, pressure plate on top, and a redstone torch on the side. Ta-da! You're done. and you need an output thingy too, but that's basically all it is. And it's pretty clear this is extremely compact because you can put blocks on top of it like this. You can put blocks around the side of it. You can have, maybe the input comes in from this side and it's only like a 2x2 thing. Anyway, point is, it's very compact for what it does. So let's get to what it does. You heard me call it an Endermite Repeater. That's because we do a summon command where we summon an Endermite. And if you don't want to type out this command, it is in the description for you to copy and paste. So feel free to do that because, yeah, not everybody wants to type out commands. So we're going to summon the Endermite right on top of the command block, right there. So to do that, we need to put a squiggly. And if you don't know where your squiggly key is, on QWERTY keyboards, if you look at the 1 and you look left, see, there's like a squiggly key. If you do shift and that thing, you'll get a squiggly. So, and those stand for relative coordinates. So this is relative x, this is relative y, and this is the next one will be relative z. So for the relative y one, which is this one, right after it, we're going to put 0.5, which is going to summon it half a block up, which will put it directly on the pressure plate. And then we're going to put another squiggly for relative z. And make sure you put spaces in between the squigglies, but not a space between the squiggly and the number. And then a space here. Just copy it exactly as I'm doing it. Now we need some data tags. Excuse me. So we're going to start out by putting silent : 1. And what that's going to do is make it not make sense. Pretty simple, right? Next, we're going to do attributes. I can too spell. Then a colon. Open square brackets, open curly brackets, and then put capital name, colon, open quotation marks, generic, not the YouTuber, dot movement speed. And do the same capitalization that I just did there. Generic is not capitalized, movement is not, and speed is. Really important. Next, you're gonna want to close it out, close out the quotations, and put a comma, and then type base, capital base. And with this, we're gonna set it so that the Endermite has no movement speed, basically. So to do that, you just do 0.001. Not really sure why it has to be 0.001. All I know is that this works, but 0 itself doesn't. Doesn't make any sense, does it? But that's how it is. So once you do that, you're going to want to close out your curly brackets and close out your square brackets, and then put a comma. And now this next part is the whole reason that it works. So type lifetime colon. And what the number after this basically is what decides what the delay of your Endermite repeater is. So we'll put 2300 for now, and we'll close the curly brackets just so you can see what it does. So if we put a pressure plate here and we poke it, you see an Endermite gets summoned and he pushes the pressure plate down, which turns the torch off. But when he despawns, pressure plate goes up, torch turns back on, activating whatever your output thingy is. Now, that didn't seem like very long, and you're right, that was only 5.5 seconds, I think. But you can make it a lot longer just by altering this number right here. Well, now you're wondering, how do I know what to alter it to? Like, I want an exact number. I want exactly 12 seconds of delay. So what do I put there? That's a really good question. And that's why I have these command blocks. Because in here, there's just a little thing, and these are in the description too. So, like, whatever amount of time you want, you put it into the equation. So if you wanted 12 seconds, you put 12 in for x, do 12 times 20, 2388 minus whatever that is. And there's one for minutes. So if you maybe you want 2 minutes of delay, you do this, and whatever this equals, that's what you put in for the lifetime value. And if for whatever reason you wanted 2 hours of delay, or whatever hours of delay, this is how you would figure it out. Now I should note, some of those will give you negative, they'll give you negative values, like say -100, and you can still put that in. It will still work. This is still valid. This will make it, in fact, let's see, 2400, -100, what is that? This will make it last for 2 minutes and 5 seconds if we put this in. Or no, 5.5 seconds. Yeah. Anyway, so negative numbers are okay, and so are positive numbers. The only numbers you shouldn't be getting are ones that are 2400 or above. So those ones won't work, but anything below 2400 will work. So we'll leave it at 2300 for now, just because we can see everything going on in that space of time pretty quickly, so it's good for a video. But that's really all there is to it. It's a compact little Endermite repeater. Great for map makers. In fact, that's how I figured it out. I was making a map and I needed a compact repeater that did a lot of delay in a little bit of room. And ta-da! Here it is. So, thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope you get some good use out of it. I'm certainly going to use it. Well, thanks for watching again. Bye.